I deleted my YouTube straight. Like, I had to delete it. I had 20k subs, I think, 19 or 20k subs, which I grew from zero. Like, if you know me, like, I was not popular when I grew up. I wasn't popular in school, I wasn't popular in sixth form. I just kind of did uni. And I went to uni and I just decided to YouTube. I grew, whatever. So deleting all of that, it felt like I was wasting a lot of hard work, but I really realized I kind of built all of that and it wasn't even built on things I stood for. Like, I don't, like, I'm a man of God, bro. I can't even lie. I had a girlfriend when I was doing all that shit. Like, I had a girlfriend. God knows, bro. Crazy when you think about
so
it,
did you have a girl when you were doing like the dating diaries and stuff like that?
Yep.
And was she cool with you doing dating diaries whilst like you guys were together?
I mean, she didn't really have a choice, I'll be honest. Like, I was always gonna do it. I have a friend, the photographer. I started linking up with him to take pictures. Now, we'll be going to locations and taking pictures in these locations, but I have never been to this place. Like, why am I in Liverpool Street or whatever at 9 p.m. because it looks nice and it looks aesthetically pleasing, we can take a nice picture, but I don't go here. That's a facade. That's actually a facade. I don't go here. I've never been here. I don't even know how to get there. I'm looking maps. I mean, like, it's obviously it sounds funny, like, but
let's say Moses is watching right now. What do you want to say to him?
Give me my money, bro. Give me my money. I don't care. Like it's not even about, like, I swear down here. If you actually follow me, yeah, and you actually watch me or whatever, I don't care about this guy.
Alright, welcome back, guys, to another very special episode of Echats. A lot of effort's gone into getting the arrangements sorted out for this episode, so make sure you guys don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, just tune in for more. Alright, let's get started with the introductions. My name's Julia, I'm one of your hosts. And obviously we have our other host,
Antonia.
And we have a special guest today. We have
Alfred, but there's a bigger star.
Yeah, I think I'll just let him introduce himself. We got...
I'm AGBOR LDN on all social media. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah, calm. Do you want to plug any social media as well? Like...
Oh, no.
It's a low key.
It's free promo, bro.
You know what you're listening to, isn't it?
Yeah.
My Instagram's gonna be here. My Snapchat's gonna be here.
Alright, that's enough of that. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. Tanya, I think you got some questions ready, innit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got AGBOR, formerly known as AY MILLI, on the show, and we just want to know. We saw you on VK Chat. We saw you on Word on the Curve. You used to have your own YouTube channel, your own Snapchat. You're a big online presence. Like, what happened?
I feel like the word big is scared. Maybe you're over exaggerating how big I was, but I do understand that I actually went out of my way to grow that platform. Well, what happened was, I don't know, I just realized one day that I've been lying to myself.
Okay.
I feel like I've been trying to obtain an image that I don't think was quite what I wanted anyway.
Okay.
And I realized it's actually okay to just start again because it's all online and it doesn't really actually affect anyone's life. I just deleted it and started again.
Fair enough. So what was it about that AY MILLI image that you don't like and you're trying to change now?
Okay, there's a few things. The first thing is, I feel like in order to grow in the time period I was in and who I used to be hanging around with and stuff, I felt like I had to be someone I wasn't. And I had to act a bit more immature, a bit loud, and, you know, just a bit more attention seeking and just your typical uni boy vibe. And I just feel like I was kind of just over all of that. And it wasn't really giving me any satisfaction being that person anymore.
Okay.
So I just realized, why not just be yourself? You know, maybe people even prefer who you actually are. So one day, I think I was just in my room with one of my friends. I was like, I want to just stop doing all of this, you know. They tried to convince me otherwise, but I had already deleted Snap from that point. And the first reason I deleted Snapchat is because I was spending way too much time on that app just to get views, just to make money off, you know, shouting out guys who do fraud, really and truly. And I just realized, number one, these guys are ruining someone's life.
True.
And I'm shouting them out for petty cash. Do you know what I mean? Number two, the time you're putting into growing that platform, you're not getting enough of a reward out of it.
Okay.
Because time is actually money. Like, it's almost like I actually just realized that I've been wasting my time in a lot of this stuff. So I decided to actually start fresh because I can actually build a platform on useful stuff that I can offer to people. Because I do feel like I have a lot of things to say that people might actually not know. Do you know what I mean?
So I feel like a lot of people, like, it would be their dream to kind of be how you were as A Milli, like be online, have lots of people know who they are, you know, get brand deals, stuff like that. Would you say it's not fulfilling? Like, what would you say to someone who wants to be like you?
Okay, that's a good question actually, because a couple people actually DM me, a couple guys like DM me, oh, how do I blow on the influencer thing? And first of all, I feel like you have to be yourself, or you're not gonna make any money, because you get paid to be yourself, really and truly. That's what an influencer is. However, I feel like people nowadays they've changed the definition of an influencer. An influencer, you're meant to be yourself, and that's meant to influence other people. Now, I think the job of an influencer nowadays is to just attract brands and just be loud and get attention. And I'm not a loud person. I'm not an attention seeking person. So I kind of just thought to myself, if you're not this person and it's feeling like a task, it felt like a task now. Do you know what I mean? It felt like a task to take pictures. It felt like a task to do all of this for money. So I just thought to myself, nah, I don't want to do this anymore. So what I would say to the people who, you know, think it was all that good, maybe you would enjoy it. So I wouldn't actually. Maybe I wouldn't want to knock it for anyone else, because maybe you would enjoy it, but me personally, it was a personal decision. Do you know what I mean?
No, but being influenced is a job, isn't it? Like, just like any other job, they're tasks and everything that you like, and especially if you're going into it as a career, every career, you should always have a thing where, am I going to enjoy it in the long term, not just now. So I understand you quitting and that for sure, but influence, I don't even like the job as an influencer, because you're not really influencing.
Is it really a job?
It's not a job. You're just bait. You're getting paid to be bait, basically, and you're getting bait. Like, how am I gonna say this? Like, you're putting out something that you think is gonna make you blow, but it's not even you. So is that what you felt like you was doing?
Yeah, literally, you literally hit on the head, bro. It's like, I'm going on YouTube. Okay, YouTube, I deleted my YouTube straight. Like, I had to delete it. I had 20k subs, I think, 19 or 20k subs, which I grew from zero. Like, if you know me, like, I was not popular when I grew up. I wasn't popular in school, I wasn't popular in sixth form. I just kind of did uni. And I went to uni and I just decided to YouTube. I grew, whatever. So deleting all of that, it felt like I was wasting a lot of hard work, but I really realized I kind of built all of that, and it wasn't even built on things I stood for. Like, I don't like. I'm a man of God, bro. I can't even lie. I don't agree with going on the internet and, you know, flirting with girls. I was even thinking about it. Like, I had a girlfriend when I was doing all that shit. Like, I had a girlfriend. God knows, bro. Crazy when you think about it.
So did you have a girl when you were doing like the dating diaries and stuff like that?
Yep.
And was she cool with you doing dating diaries whilst like you guys were together?
I mean, she didn't really have a choice, I'll be honest. Like, I was always gonna do it because I did it because I was trying to make bread. Do you get what I mean? I'm not a person who, I don't do things out of whim. If I'm not getting paid, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really think isn't that how life is meant to be? Like, you're meant to get paid for your time, especially if you're good at something.
But if you being on social, do you think it affected your relationship?
100%.
What, for positive or negative?
Negative, absolute negative. I used to argue with her every other day. Same shit, different day. Obviously, looking back, I was a youth. Like, I was 19. Do you get what I mean? Like, I was a youth. Do you get what I mean? Like, I was just in uni, just vibing. But that kind of speaks upon the reason I had to delete all of that, because everything was not done correctly. It wasn't done with an aim. It was just done to just do whatever's going right now. Do you get what I mean? That's why I realized being an influencer, that's kind of what the job is made to be. Like, you just do whatever's going on. Like, if you see a new trend, you just hop on it, even if you don't want to do it or not, because that's the job.
That's true.
Wait, this makes me want to ask, and I feel like this is all the people out there that still want to maybe pursue influencing in spite of this. Like, do you feel like if you're trying to be an influencer, you got to break up with your girl or your man if you have one? Like, can people in relationships still try to be influencers?
That's a good question.
I think there's different genres If okay, the A Milli brand, like that was based off actual uni boy vibes, flirting with girls, doing stupid shit, and just chatting shit in front of a camera, really and truly, attention seeking rubbish. If that's what you're trying to do, I'm so sorry, that doesn't lead to a mature relationship. It depends on how mature you want to be with your life. You know, just because you're like 23, 24 doesn't mean you're done with that stage of life yet. Do you know what I mean? I just realized I'm done with that. Like I just can't be that person anymore. So anyone who wants to be an influencer, it doesn't mean you have to end your relationship, but you need to understand that if you want to go in that direction where you're genuinely flirting with girls online just because that's what gets views, I'm sorry, but your relationship is gonna end eventually, because you wouldn't do it for free. So why is it all of a sudden now that you're online it's acceptable? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
No, but if you're doing it to grow, like, again, it depends what kind of stigma you want around your fan base, innit? People want to, if you want people to see you as like, oh yeah, he's a fine boy, he does anything, top life, then yeah, calm. But don't you think like there's a thing where you can keep that side of you separate to your relationship, or do you think, or do you ever feel like that side leaks into your own personal life as well?
See, I like what you're saying there, which is kind of, but you're not really seeing the problem with what you're saying. Is that who you are, first of all? That's the question. Deep how you just said, if that's what you're trying to show, but is that who you are? If that's not who you are, why are you trying to show that?
So what was your thing where you just wasn't, you
That's who I was.
That's who you was before. So you admit that was a bit of you, but that's not you now.
Yeah, and it hadn't been me for like a year plus.
So
yeah, I just kind of just maintained it because I was getting paid. But the pay started dropping. I can't even lie to you. So it just didn't become
Is
worth
that
it
when
anymore.
it was like, is that when you stopped when it wasn't making sense financially anymore?
Yeah, it wasn't. I'm sorry, but I just actually realized that I'm actually a man of God. Like I genuinely believe in God. Like I'm proper religious. And I just woke up one day. I was just thinking like, maybe I'm not getting that much money anymore because that's a sign I should stop doing this shit. Do you know what I mean?
But do you feel like if the money continued to be good,
I was
you
literally about to
started
ask,
get, you know,
like,
proper peas, like would you still be A Milli?
Can't lie to you, me
Probably.
personally.
Fair enough.
Me personally, if the bread is coming, I don't mind.
It's a
I
job.
haven't been a
It's
queen of
job,
England. I
course.
don't care. Let the bread be bread in.
But
Yeah.
okay, to answer that question, yeah, it's a job. Do you know what I mean? Like I've worked worse jobs for less money, so
Defo.
I would have, because I can't lie. For someone of my size, I actually see other YouTubers and other influencers or whatever around me. I can't lie. I was definitely making more bread than they were from the whole influencer thing, because I never did anything for free. Like even from when I remember like I had 3K followers on Instagram. I was charging people £40 per picture, and I would take like 3 pictures a week. Considering I was in first year uni, I was making calm peas.
That is good
Getting
money
free
to be
clothes,
honest.
can't even lie, I didn't pay for these jeans. I'm wearing a t-shirt I didn't pay for, got paid to.
To
Do you know
this
what I mean?
day.
Like, obviously,
No, but it makes sense.
no,
It
it actually
does.
makes sense.
Now,
Like,
like-
I wasn't, my dad didn't give me money. I was broke. I was
Yeah.
actually broke in uni. Like I either went and worked in a shitty warehouse or I just took pictures. So to me, it was an actual grind. Do you know what I mean? Like I remember I would be getting up, begging my girlfriend to come to. I don't know if you guys know where High Cross is in Leicester. The main part of Leicester. It's like town. Walk to town, take pictures, go back home. That's it. To me, I had done something that day, but it reached a stage where I realized I have more to offer to the world than pictures. So why am I wasting my time if it's not worth it anymore? If the money's not really coming and I'm having to take pictures in my own clothes, buy clothes to post to get more clothes. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like it's like at that point I have to invest and it's not worth the investment. Do you get it? So I just said delete the Instagram too, delete all of that too, because go on.
Can you just run like, so as in like in a day of influencer, like what's your normal like day routine? Because I'm actually interested.
You're actually okay. My personal routine may not be everyone's, but I'll tell you mine. Okay, I used to live in an apartment in Leicester with one of my friends. Cool, one of my ex-friends.
We'll get onto that later.
Yeah. Okay, I'll wake up. Can't lie. Probably try do the tiniest bit of revision just to feel like I still go uni, but it's not really patterned enough. Do you get it? But the only reason I could get away with that is because I would go on Instagram and I would see that I'm getting bare likes. 6K likes, 7K likes, 8K likes, 10K likes. Like, that was more worth it to me than my uni degree. And after in the day, I would probably chill, play PS4, take the pictures, post the pictures, boom, crazy amount of likes in an hour. You know, you can tell Instagram. I feel like Instagram's kind of falling off a bit because this was like 2020 times when everyone wanted to be an influencer. So for some reason, everyone was getting crazy likes. So you would see that, oh, it's done 95% of your whatever. They'll give you some crazy stat. I'll be like, nah, did my thing. Feel rewarded. That's the day done. I'm so sorry, that's a waste of your day when you really think about it.
True still, there's so much shit you could
the
do.
only thing is, I was getting paid for those pictures. So I can say, personally, I don't see it as a waste. But some people aren't getting paid for those pictures. But it sounds like a bio. It sounds like a bio.
No, it's true, because I know a couple girls trying to make it on Instagram. They're working 3 jobs to buy the outfit to go out, to not get paid, to go back the next day.
But you have to start somewhere though.
Yeah,
You're not gonna
yeah,
get paid.
No,
day
don't
one.
get twisted. I understand figure till you make it, but 3 jobs, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Some of us need one. Like, share.
3 jobs is a bit, and it's like you have 3 jobs. Like, surely you should just focus on the 3 jobs that are actually giving you real cash. Because I'll be real, yeah, the whole internet facade thing, yeah, I've never really rated it because me personally, I've never hopped online to look rich, but I started realizing I was doing it by accident. Because like, I'm thinking, it's like, okay, like I'll say 4 months ago, yeah, I have a friend, the photographer. I started linking up with him, take pictures. Now, we'll be going to locations and taking pictures in these locations, but I have never been to this place. Like, why am I in Liverpool Street or whatever at 9 p.m. because it looks nice and it looks aesthetically pleasing, we can take a nice picture, but I don't go here. That's a facade. That's actually a facade. I don't go here. I've never been here. I don't even know how to get there. I'm looking at it's obviously it sounds funny in that, but I did all of this stuff, and I think the reason I did all of this stuff is I realized that I'm still in uni. Like, why am I still in uni? I'm 22 years old and I'm still in uni. Like, not shitting on anyone, but I actually been finished a long time ago. And it's because I've been wasting my time on this bullshit. And I realized if you're wasting, okay, I wouldn't call it bullshit because it does pay people. But if this is what you're doing full time, if that's the best use of your time, fairs. But it just wasn't the best use of my time anymore. And you only have 24 hours in a day. So if I'm going to all these Liverpool streets and that, I go to uni in Loughborough. There's no, you can't be an influencer in Loughborough. It's a little shitty village. You can't take no nice, clean pictures and that. So I would have to go from Loughborough, £100 train to London.
We were taking train. I thought these times it was
Oh no,
driving.
I haven't done it yet. Them times I used to live in Leicester, but I've already rinsed all the locations in Leicester. Do you get what I mean? I've rinsed. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you have to be an influencer. I think someone has to be paying for these things for you. Do you get it? Someone has to be getting you around these places. Someone has to be sending you to these nice places to take these pictures. And if you haven't got that yet and you want that, fair enough. If you think it's worth investing, fair enough. But on a personal note, I'm so sorry. I do a good degree. I have real skills in the real world. Yeah, I would just rather go into that more. And when I start getting money with that, and I can effortlessly do the pictures and stuff, maybe. But it was too much effort, like way too much effort. Do you
think? So you're saying you want to do like a normal career. Do you not think that's more effort though, like the 9 to 5?
It's not effort if you're good at it. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? If you're a good DJ, DJing is not effort. You just have to do it. That's the effort. Doing it is the effort. Not being good at it is the effort.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I just quickly want to segue into a different like topic of convo though. Like, you mentioned something about ex-friends, and it makes me want to ask, like, what do you think about friends like trying to become influencers together, and like, do you feel like that can be problematic? Like, can that get toxic when you're trying to work with people to grow like a social media presence? Like, what do you think
I
about
know what
that?
you're trying to say. Like, there's kind of 2 angles that goes in. There's like, you know, like, I don't know if you guys, you know, Beta Squad.
Yeah.
Some people, like, you could try. Do you mean in the angle of trying to become a type of Beta Squad, or do you mean just, oh, let's go take pictures, you help me take it, I take it, or just let's come together and look like we're a cool squad?
So I was just talking like more generally speaking, but like maybe you could break down the 2 different ways of trying to do that.
Okay, cool. Okay, the first way I would say is faking an online friendship. like because you feel like you can look good as a collective.
Yeah.
Which, can't lie, been there, done that. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's not toxic is not the right word, because I just don't really care that much. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm a very laid back person, but I feel like if you are not very laid back, it will get very toxic, because you forget that everyone has their own agendas and everyone has their own. They don't care about your life growing. As long as they grow, they're fine. Like, if you don't grow and they grow, okay, like they're fine with that. Which, when I look at someone like Beta Squad, they don't leave anyone behind.
Yeah.
But I feel like other people, when you're just meeting random dons and you're just getting together or trying to force that, if you are one person lacking, you will get left behind and they will cut you out. Because even speaking about that, there was a time when we was filming all these videos, someone we were filming with was being called a colorist. No one stood up to say he's not a colorist. Because you're pulling yourself into fire. Do you get it? And no one wants to be on fire. Do you get it? So that in itself speaks for itself, because I guarantee if your actual brethren was being accused of something he wasn't, you'd back him. But why is it when it's an online friendship, when there's L's, no one joins in? Because that's not real friendship. That's just, you're only friends when you can sell the image. But when the image is tainted, you kind of just, you're not really that friend anymore. Do you know what I mean? That in itself, that's one side. I feel like that in itself is part of the reason I do not believe in the whole influencer grind as a group, because if that's what your friendship is based off, you're not friends, you're kind of business partners at that point. Because it's business. Because if money was removed from the table, you would not be even in the same room. Do you get it?
No, because people like Beta Squad and Sidemen, like, those two are like the biggest groups in the whole of the UK, but hands down, innit? But the reason why they're successful, because the thing where they all were like, they all had their own platforms
It's
together.
authentic.
You get it? So when they came together, it was more of a plus than negative. But when people are trying to get to the top, you start stepping on people, and those people could be the same people trying to grow with. So it's that thing where it felt like you're being stepped on, or like you're stepping on people.
100%. I felt like a lot of man that I was recording.
Bro, I can't lie. I'm gonna have to stop you there because we need to wrap this up. But I feel like the people actually want to know what you're about to get into. So I feel like we're gonna continue this in a part 2.
Why does this feel like a real life scenario?
This is absolute real life scenario.
Jesus, shade is shady.
Bro, I ain't even want to shade. I'm gonna say this is about Moses London. No one is gonna come and hurt me. No one is. I'm gonna say his name, Moses London.
Oh, in the camera.
For a show.
Let's say Moses is watching right now. What do you want to say to him?
Give me my money, bro. Give me my money. I don't care. Like it's not even about, like, I swear down, yeah. If you actually follow me, yeah, and you actually watch me or whatever, I don't care about this guy.
So yeah, if you guys want to see, like, we know what you guys want to hear about what this guy's been through with the trying to become influencers with your friends. So make sure you guys subscribe, like this video, comment, and the part 2 will be coming very soon. Alright. Don't know about the ending, but
Let you save my questions for later. Let me just talk about something useless for now. What chocolate do you buy?
Do I buy?
Yeah, what chocolate do you buy?
I barely buy chocolate.
But when you buy chocolate, what chocolate do you buy?